This is I found it in the drawer in the bedroom. It goes in curtains that I got from clothes at one time.
Oh, do we still have them curtains? Yeah, it just went live, but no one's watching yet.
Yeah, the curtains that I got on
So we can still use it?
Yeah. There's another one in there too in the grocery store.
All right. Do I got a headlamp? Oh.
We got that well, you need
like a flashlight, because when I go outside the camera can't see nothing in the dark.
There's a flashlight. There would need 3 AAA batteries.
I still have some AAA from the batteries from. I got leftover batteries from the batteries for the
3 AA.
Oh.
1 minute. I might have one.
Do I have any more coffee or does that
go? There's some more cold coffee though. You want it?
Yep. Thank you, baby.
Sit up here. So
All right.
I don't want to see. I want to drop it.
All right. So I had to pee, so I never got to the roadkill. And if I had a flashlight, I could show the roadkill.
I didn't interrupt you.
You didn't interrupt me, baby. I was talking to you. Nobody's watching yet. Hey, I'm kind of curious. Like, is that guy just like saying it and doesn't mean it? That guy that was on here said I was gonna be on the news because
at the flea market when you bought the AA and the AAA
oh
batteries.
yeah. Okay, so that'll go with the headlamp.
Well, it's not a headlamp.
So
it's a flashlight. See, it's kind
of. What are you? He said Ravenheart is watching. Okay. He's got back here. That guy that was saying that I was going to be on the news, and then I said, "Is that good or bad? Am I going to have to lawyer up?" He's just trying to scare you. Oh, okay. Because I was like, well, it kind of worked a little bit because I ain't got too much money for no lawyer right now. And I was like, dang, I ain't really trying to be all on the news and all famous. Like, if somebody really was against my views or stuff that I was talking about, I don't know why I would give an enemy a strategy. I guess because it could be in mutual interest of both of us. I only got like 100, almost 200 subscribers. So put me on the news would just give more attention to the channel. It'd be better to probably shadow ban me or just ban me. It would be bad if I was on the news. Yeah. Yeah, and you couldn't go on the news to defend yourself because they'd like edit everything and cut out clips and speak over you and misrepresent you and accurately represent me.
The other one doesn't work too.
Oh, that's like bright lighting. Is it going to blind the people on the camera? That's pretty bright.
I got for $1.
Flashlight too. That's pretty good for $1.
Dollar Tree.
I wish I would have had this when I was up under that what is the mechanic's name? And
Geiger.
When we crawled up under his sister's house to pull out all that insulation, I wish I would have.
What's his name?
That's his name, Geiger.
Geiger, yeah.
Like a Geiger counter, like a radiation Geiger counter. You did nothing wrong. See, that's how I see it. That's how I see it. And but if like some people are unhappy because of the things I've said about Muhammad, but the Islamic scholars say the same thing about Muhammad. So it's, what are you mad about? And then there's things that like, do you know the man who discovered DNA? There was like Watson and Crick, right? He gets his Nobel Prize taken away from him for telling the truth. This is the guy who studied DNA the whole time, and he's like, hey, guess what, guys? Intelligence is linked to DNA, and there's these genes that affect your nerves and how efficiently they are and the structure of your brain and things like that. And they're like, oh no, that's bad that you said that. That doesn't fit our egalitarian ideology, so you lose your Nobel Prize. And so there's certain truths the world's just not ready for. And they'll automatically assume that, okay, you must be a bad person for having a different view about this, or you must have some ill intent or some negative reason why you believe this way. And it's not that at all. It's just some truths are very uncomfortable, and it takes a while for people to be ready for them. And people are kind of arrogant, and they think their ideas and their delusions are like all the animals are subject to the natural laws, and humans are no exception. But humans want to believe they're an exception, and that because they have these idealistic ideas, they don't want to accept that they're bound by the laws of nature. There are certain causes and effects that cannot be escaped. Quick tip, change your channel up a bit. You have a lot of nature around. Yeah, I agree with you there.
You want one? That's my clothing you want. Are you okay?
What?
You want one? Or no?
No, I don't.
I ate all of it.
I've ate too much this week. I'm actually going to go on a weight loss journey. I've been gaining weight so I can go on a weight loss journey.
Where the hell you ain't? The heck you ain't?
I was told if I got a job at All Pro, I would lose weight. And I could afford more food. And so I didn't really lose weight. And now I've hit 170 to 175 moving back around, and it's time to get back to 160 or 155
I'm
something.
still 140. You know, I lost weight.
Hey. What's up?
I'm like 140 pounds.
I can still pick you up and swing you around.
No, you ain't gotta do all that.
I built my own private network. I'm nearsighted, so I actually see better up close without my glasses. It's untraceable, so I see. Well, that's good. That's good that you've done that. Yeah, I heard about. Dang, I don't even know how to say it right. I should at least go like Google it and play the sound and learn how to say
What?
it. Palantir, or what is that? There's a company that they're surveillance, and they're trying to use AI to predict human behavior, predict each individual what they do before they do it. Could you maybe take out one of your messages payload? They're kind of big. I don't understand what you're asking, so I don't know how to answer the question. I do not know what messages payload is. I don't know. And there's another thing I saw in the settings where there's something about messages that are published and something else. I don't know. I don't know what they mean. I don't know what those options are. I don't know what. Oh, wait, whoa. This guy's name is Payload Extractor 38. Message retracted. Thank you. Okay. You want to go for a walk at night? We got a flashlight, baby.
I'm gonna go lay down.
We might see a raccoon.
I'm gonna go lay down.
Going.
I'm tired.
All right, I love you, babe.
I love you.
I'll be back. I'm gonna walk up the road and come back.
Alright, that's nice.
I'm gonna see about.
I maybe a flashlight. Good enough. But I'm proud enough for it.
There's enough moonlight. The sky's clear enough. I can see. Without it, it's just the camera can't see.
Outside so I can see.
Okay.
But I know you can down.
Say what? Where's the button? Where's he at? He almost was out. He's quick, ain't he?
Yeah.
Where's the button? I done lost the button on the first side.
No.
There it is.
Okay, that's good.
Wait a minute. Let me flip this around so they can see.
Okay,
There's another button on this somewhere.
I love you.
I love you too. There's another button for the smaller flashlight. Anyway, it's a flashlight. You can see things now. You can see the camera can show things. Earlier, now normally they behave and everything, but they was acting like that cat was a raccoon. Duke and Dolly went over there on Miss Wanda's property and treed a cat. I thought it was a raccoon. I go up there, they got a cat treed. Dolly listened and come back, but Duke wanted to be stubborn and hang around there. But that cat's got friends. Miss Wanda's got about 5 dogs, and all them dogs got on that ridge on the high ground and started to surround. And I'm like, man, I'm about to have to fight these dogs or something if they try to jump on Duke. So I go start going that way, and Duke decides he's gonna cut back across that section of well, they don't show that far. That section of trees over there and come around the dirt road behind me, which that was good. Then he got back, but he was like, heck no, I ain't about to walk in the middle of all them dogs, and I don't blame him. Duke was smart for that. But them dogs won't never do nothing really to a person, but sometimes they will gang up on a lone dog. But I walk back and forth through there all the time, and maybe I forget how many years have passed so fast. So maybe, maybe it's already been 5 or 6 or maybe even 10 years ago. I was walking down the road, and all of her dogs went to go surround me. And one of them tried to go around the back of me, and nip on my leg. And I just twisted around and punched him in the head. Boom. And he backed up, and the rest of them did too. But if you got like dogs barking at you, keep in mind, like if you're walking, like if you got a long distance to walk, keep in mind that when they're barking at you, mostly they're scared of you. And when you're walking past them, slow your walk a little bit. It's like a power move. Slow your walk. It tells them, it's like, look, I'm not scared of you. I'm just walking through here. But also, learn your body. The human body is an amazing weapon if you learn how to use it. And there's not really, like a lot of dogs are normally, if they want to fight in a group, they'll normally have one of them bite at you. While one comes behind you, like while one runs away, the other one that bites at you, like they grab at you from different directions and stuff. Just like if you got to fight people or something, don't ever be in the middle if you can help it. If you like if I was going to fight both of these dogs, you'd rather be on this edge or that one and that one. You're not surrounded by them both. And, of course, a dog could bite an artery or something, but no dog can get out of a headlock. You can grab I'm not saying do all this. I'm just saying if you're attacked by a pack of wolves or something, that little back leg of that dog, if you grabbed it, it would. I'm not saying go hurt animals. I don't hurt animals. I'm not saying that. But like there was a woman that was walking in McRae, got attacked by a bunch of dogs, had teeth marks all up and down her arms and legs, and she got scared of the dogs. The dogs were barking at her. She got scared and squealed and ran and surrounded and all that stuff. And she had stood her ground and used a little bit of force. I know she's a woman. I'm not saying that she should go. But I don't know. People don't know what they are. They've forgotten what they are. And they get scared of things that are like way, 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 way below them in terms of combat ability. And it's just really crazy. The human body is like we've been in agriculture for a long time and we've forgotten the hunters we are, but your hand naturally can it's just pretty easy to process meat. It's pretty easy to twist at the joint, to pull a muscle off of a bone. Okay, you gotta go. When I look back, okay, whoa. One time near Christmas, I looked in my house. Okay, let me read this. Do you know any scary stories that have happened to you? Yes, I do. One time near Christmas, I looked at my house and I said, you haven't moved. Oh, heck no. I done heard a lot of stuff about that elf on the shelf now. I'm wondering about that. I'm wondering, did somebody put some kind of people doing voodoo with the elf on the shelf? What I've heard all kind of people say the elf. I never did the elf in the shelf thing. But I've had a few of these dreams before where it's like kind of like sleep paralysis. It don't never happen before. But one time I was dreaming and it was like something, like some spirit or something was like smothering me where I couldn't breathe. And I'm trying to talk and I'm trying to rebuke the thing in the name of Jesus. And I just can't talk. I'm trying to talk and can't talk. So I just start praying and whatever. And I'll wake up. But that's not, I'm gonna go from least scary to more scary is what I'm gonna do. And then one time, I forget what I was thinking about. I don't know, or maybe I just felt it. I just felt some kind of evil presence. And the hair stood up on my head and like on my arms and everything. I just got that, you know, that feeling that's kind of like the feeling when you like take a step down the stairs and think there's another step in there ain't, and you think you're about to fall and you're not, or something. That like tingly, you know, that somebody's watching me, something, you know. And my dad just randomly is walking down the hallway and he like, my bedroom door was open and he just snaps a picture of me while I was feeling like that. And it looked like there was a ghost in the picture. And then here is where I think I was like accidentally doing some witchcraft, not knowing I was doing some witchcraft. Okay, like they had these TV shows about people hunting ghosts and taking pictures of them and recording them with sound. And I had one of them old flip Verizon phones. And I was trying to take a picture of something, like trying to take a picture of a ghost or trying to catch something on camera. And really, it's kind of like you're seeking some spirit that's not God. You know, like I wasn't thinking of it that way, but it's like, you know, I was opening doors I didn't need to be opening. And I start taking pictures, and it's the camera on this phone. This phone glitched up, never act right again. This phone, I was standing over there at the trailer, and it takes a picture over there between the horse barn and the White House in the backyard where that ditch is, where that peach tree is. It starts remote taking pictures of where the camera is not pointed. That was scary. I know it don't sound scary, but it was scary because it was like, first of all, impossible. It doesn't make any sense what's going on with that. And that was kind of scary. I had a dream when I was a kid that a witch was like carrying my mama away from me. And she's like, I have the power. And I know that's not sounding very scary, but when I was a kid, that was like really scary. And then I had another dream. I had this dream this dream kind of haunts me, and it ain't gonna really sound scary, but it's like I was maybe 5 or 6. I wasn't that old. And I dreamed that I was like at this fancy dinner party, and there was this woman that was acting all nice to me. She had the most beautiful voice, and that voice still, like, I can kind of hear it. It spooks me out a little bit. But she, while I was eating, she puts this big old pearl in my mouth and covers my mouth and chokes me on the pearl and then pretends like she's trying to save me from choking. She's like acting like she's there to help me when she's the one killing me, and I'm surrounded by people and no one knows her deception and everything. And then I had a gun I got robbed at gunpoint. That was kind of scary, but I was so angry that the anger overcome the fear with that. I kind of want to tell that story more, but I also don't want to tell that story because of, like, well, because there's like details of that story that I was taking risks in my early 20s. I was doing things that I'm not going to just, like, they was in the wrong for robbing me. They was. But I just didn't want bullet holes in my truck. I had someone almost put a hatchet in my liver. That should have been scary, but I had taken a Xanax, and so I wasn't scared when I should be. But I don't take nothing like that anymore. I only got one last thing to quit, and I about got it whipped too. I done quit everything. I tell you, drinking I think was the hardest to quit. Alcohol was because it's like a long suffering. You know, like some things you have strong withdrawals, but it's only for a few days. Alcohol, it's a long time of cravings and a long time of anxiety by not having it, and It's kind of rougher to quit. Hey, how are you? I'm doing pretty good. Good night. I'll see you. Another scary thing is, and I believe it's like military psyop. My dad was in the Air Force. I don't really believe it's aliens, but I saw like a UFO flying in front of like a saucer thing. That was pretty scary. I've seen it twice. I seen it once outside my bedroom window, and it just disappeared super fast. And I was picking my brother up from his girlfriend's house, or his ex-girlfriend, or his ex-ex-girlfriend, or whoever. She's nobody now, I don't know. Anyway, she lived over there in Lawrence County somewhere. And there was a big old UFO in the sky, and I looked at it and I'm like, I still don't believe in aliens. This is an Air Force thing right here. This ain't no alien. You know, they use static to create lift, some kind of, I don't really know how it works. But it's not aliens. I'm not saying that there's not aliens. I don't know what all's in the universe. But Daddy always said, you know, like think Star Wars and 50 years past that, they got all kind of stuff. They got 2 of them stealth bombers too. They got a fake decoy to get shot down to just kind of throw people off course. And then they got one that's got flexible wings with AI on board that can like bend and move it to, as it feels the wind hit it to keep it stable. These people in this abandoned house, nobody knows who these people in these pictures are. Well, somebody does know. Hawaiian Punch, that's new. Yo, I come in peace if there's any squatters. But I doubt it, because if I was squatting in this place, I'd clean it up some. Somebody done it. It's probably just a teenager coming here with some Hawaiian Punch. What's that? Hey, y'all squat here. No, don't squat here. But the dogs can have them in my whole house. It's a hole puncher. Even though everything's abandoned, I'm just not going to take anything. Even though the people said they don't care, I just don't feel right about taking anything. Who knows? If somebody needed it, they can take it, but I don't need no plate. If that plate was clean, that would be a plate. I was supposed to be looking at roadkill, which I don't really need to look at. Oh, dang, I lost my flip-flop. Y'all having some fun, Duke and Dolly? These weeds are getting tree-sized over here. Some kind of seeds are in my mouth. I would go up there, except I know the dogs are going to follow me. And then there's dogs at the bend up the road, and then the dogs are going to be barking at each other, and then the people up there are probably sleeping. So I'm just not. Which, they ain't got to get up for work because it's the weekend, but that's besides the point. I ain't going to be disturbing the peace a mile and a half up the road. Even though probably them dogs will start barking anyway. A possum or a raccoon or who knows. But it's not going to be on me. See, I don't need no leash. They're like, whoa, Paul's done got too far away. Let's come back. I hear Duke on the right side of me behind me. He's coming up here too. See? I used to have a pack of dogs that I had trained to center line, left side, right side. I could say, all right side, they'll all be on the right side. Center, left. Because I had to move them 20 miles back and forth. And fed them off of fish I caught and roadkill. That was in 2000. Let me flip this around. That was in 2000. Wait, did I flip the camera around on accident? That was in 2000. Remember, Like they told us the world might end in 99, and then they're like the world might end in 2000, and they were like the world might end in 2012. Then they were like we might have miscalculated that the world might end in 2013. Then they were like the world may end in. They had another one. They always have them. Fear sells and other reasons and whatever. But in 2012, I had 2 cousins that got out of prison, and things got wild. Things got really wild. And there was a lot of conflict in my family. There was a lot of conflict between my brothers. It seemed like everybody, everywhere was going crazy. In another chat, I said something about the guy that robbed the fast foods. That happened at the same time. And there was a lot of crazy stuff going on. And during that time, my vehicle broke. My truck broke. And I did not have a way to get to work. And I did not have anybody that could take me to work. And I did not, and things things got bad. And I was like, how the hell am I ever going to get out of this hole? I was like washing dishes for people, building a chicken pen for people, trying to find work on the side to save up to buy a vehicle so I could go back to getting a job, to get back to working. And I bought a vehicle, but I didn't get the title. And then they said, oh, we changed my mind. I'm going to give it to somebody else, And then I had just all kind of stuff happen. A lot of stuff happened. Fights. That's how I got my knuckle come through my fist. Mama got a gun. I got